wasn't the end, and I could not continue to record because he snatched me out the car and my phone fell on the ground. And that's when y'all seen like I was on the ground like telling him that I'm pregnant, and he was telling me that he don't care. So unfortunately he stopped the video after he put me in a police car. But I'm gonna tell y'all, so basically I was at a gas station. I was staying at a hotel on Boca. If y'all know Boca, it's on Congress, and as soon as you get off of the exit Congress, the exit after Linton, it's Congress. When you get off that exit, right across the street from like the traffic lights is a hotel called Hilton Inn. I was staying there, Hilton Garden Inn. I was staying there, and basically I was at the gas station across the street. Mind you, I was staying at the hotel, and the gas station was right across the street. So I went there for gas, and then when I was going to leave there from getting gas, my transmission light came on my car. Not only did my transmission light came on, my oil light came on, and I have a Cadillac, a XT5. If anybody, a 2017. If anybody know, when cars like that, it's not foreign, but it's a luxury car. When cars like that start to mess up, you want to get it fixed right then and there. You don't want to wait, because then it's just going to cost you more money. Like, you're going to have to pay for, just because this is messing up on a car like that, it's ran by a computer. When one thing is messing up, a lot of other stuff is messing up, could get messed up if you wait too long to fix it. So when my transmission light came on, my kid's dad got out the car and went to the hood of the car to go under and see what was going on. We was there for like 30 good minutes, and he ain't no goddamn mechanic, but he was trying to see like if it was leaking anything, like checking the transmission fluid, seeing if I needed fluid like in the car to see like why the hell the transmission light came on. Because if it was something really wrong with the transmission, I didn't want to keep driving the car. I would have just got it towed from there, or I would have had more problems to pay for. So probably a good 30 minutes in from us being at the stop sign, Boca Raton police pulled up. 2 cars pulled up. So at that point, my baby's father had got in the back seat with the kids because the baby was crying. The kids was like at that point, I feel like they was just aggravated and was ready to go because we had been sitting there for a good 30 minutes. The AC was on. That's why the car was on, because I had the AC on because my kids were in the car. Mind you, I was sitting in the driver's seat because if you know, like if you're going up under the hood of a car to try and fix something, or if he be like press the gas so I can see if this going on, I have to be able to sit in the driver's seat and do that. If you know, you know. If you don't, if you ain't got no car, if you ain't had no problems, then you won't understand. So originally, I wasn't even the one who was driving the car. My baby's dad was. But because he went up under the hood and he was telling me, like, press the gas. Like, let me see if it's this. Press the gas. That's what I was doing. So, basically, 2 officers pulled up. One of them pulled up on the side. One of them pulled up in the back. Mind you, they never hit their lights. They didn't do nothing. So, I didn't even think they was there for us, because I'm like, oh, look, there go the police. But it wasn't no shit like, oh, shit, there go the police. Like, no, because I didn't think that they was there for me. So what we did was, when we saw the police pull up, we like, oh, there go the police. But mind you, at that point, he was hot. He was coming in the car to get some air. And the police was, mind you, the window was, my back window was up, but my window in the front was down. So the police walked up to my window, and he was like, hey, what's going on? The one who y'all initially seen at my window was like, hey, what's going on? Is everything okay? I was like, yeah, everything fine. Like, what's going on? So he was like, the officer was like, we've gotten 15 calls over the last 30 minutes about you guys. And we like, about us for what? Like, what are you can you explain further? Like, what are you talking about? Because I didn't call you. He didn't call you. Nothing is going on. So I'm not sure why you got 15 calls in the last 30 minutes. I'm on live, okay? So he proceeded to snatch open my back door and was like, if there's nothing going on, mind you, if my back door was locked, he would have snatched the whole thing off the fucking hinges. He didn't give a fuck. Literally, the other officer snatched my back door open, and he was like, if there's nothing going on, then why do I see you standing in the front of the car while I'm pulling up? And we like, sir, why are you so aggressive? Like, at that point, we couldn't even explain to him why we was there. We couldn't even explain to him nothing because he was so aggressive. He didn't want to hear what we had to say. It's like he already made up his mind that he had got those calls and he was going basing off of those calls. He did not come to serve and protect. He basically came to lock somebody up, and we had no idea where the frustration was coming from. So when he snatched the back door open, I'm like, whoa, why you so aggressive? Like, do you have probable cause to be snatching my back door open like that? Like, you didn't pull me over. There's no crime being committed or nothing. Like, we're having a simple conversation and you snatched my back door open. So I asked the officer who he was with, I was like, sir, does he have probable cause to be snatching my door open like that? And the officer was like, I don't even know, ma'am. I guess he just wanted to talk to your boyfriend or something. I was like, that's fine. He could have asked him to step out the car. Snatching the door open, that's just, you just showing aggression. Like, you're mad. Something is wrong with you. Mind you, he came up with a red ass face. His face was so red, y'all, as if like we had killed somebody. So after he snatched the door open, I was like, at this point I'm pulling out my phone now, because I'm like, he aggressive. I'm finna record. Like, anything could happen. People getting killed left and right by the police. My baby daddy is black. He has his gun license. He has a gun on him. He might take anything as the opportunity to shoot him or try. You feel me? So I'm like, let me record, because this whole situation could go left. Like, and then they could easily get rid of their body cameras and shit. So that's what made me pull out my phone and say, okay, let me start recording. So when I started to record, he was like, basically he was like, he got mad. When he see my camera, he got mad. Like, he kept trying to snatch my phone, and I'm like, sir, I'm pregnant. I'm just letting you know, because you scaring me. You're aggressive. You're loud. Like, your body, his body language was showing me that he wanted to either kill somebody or hurt somebody. So I'm like, please don't snatch me out this car. I'm pregnant. Don't put me on the ground on my stomach, because I'm going to seek charges. Like, that's what I kept telling him. People were saying we was too busy worried about a lawsuit. No, I kept mentioning that so that he would back the hell up. I was threatening him with a lawsuit so that he would back up and treat us as we're supposed to be treated. In that moment, no, I was not thinking about a lawsuit. Bitch, I was thinking about me, my baby daddy, the fact that he got a gun on him and he could get killed. And my kids are in the car. So, boom. He like, give me your ID. And I'm like, my ID? Give you my ID for what, sir? Like, you still didn't even tell me why you're here. Like, why did you pull up on the side of why did you pull up, walk over here, and start harassing us? Like, just because you have a badge, that don't mean you have the right to just pull up and harass us. Like, you didn't tell me I'm being detained. You didn't tell me to step out the car, not one time. You could have easily just said, hey, can you step out the car? And I would have stepped out the car. Did you do that? No, you didn't. You didn't ask my baby father to step out the car. You didn't ask me to step out the car. All you did was demand an ID, or first he demanded an ID from me. And I was like, I'm not giving you my ID. Like, I don't even know why you're here. Like, tell me why you're here. And I would have politely handed him my ID. You feel me? But he did not tell me that. And at that point, I was already scared. So I'm like, if anything, I'm hoping that the other officer will step in and talk to me. Because at this point, I don't even want to talk to this guy. Like, he's very fucking aggressive. So he's like, oh, if you don't give me your ID, I'm gonna arrest you. So I'm like, okay, you can arrest me, like, because I know if you arrest me, I know I'm gonna be safe. Like, that's the reason why instead of saying, okay, I don't care, like, you can arrest me, I'm gonna be safe. Like, I don't know what you, like, I don't know, like, just arrest me. Like, let's get this shit over with. Like, you have no probable cause to arrest me. What, you gonna arrest me for sitting in my car? Like, what you gonna arrest me for? So he then was like, oh, if I don't give him my license, he was gonna arrest me. I'm like, okay, that's fine, arrest me. I'm thinking he gonna say, step out the car, put your hands behind your back. No, he didn't do that. He didn't say that. He never said step out the car. That would have been the right thing to do. Ma'am, can you step out the car? Yes, I can step out the car. No, he did not do that. He grabbed my arm. He twisted my arm, like, mind you, like, this is as far as I could twist my own arm. He twisted that bitch 3 times this and made my arm go behind my back. So when my arm went behind my back, I automatically put my other arm behind my back, but I still had the phone in my hand. I was still recording. So while he got my hands behind my back, I'm like, okay, you could just put the handcuffs on me. No, he didn't want to do that. He slammed me on my stomach. He literally snapped. My hands was behind my back. All he had to do was put the handcuffs on me and take me. No, he did not want to do that. He slapped me on my stomach. When he slapped me on my stomach, he had his knee in my back. And I kept on saying, I'm pregnant, you on my stomach, like my stomach is hurting. I was on the fucking pavement. I'm like, please get up. I'm skinny. As y'all can see, I'm small as fuck. Like, he was big as fuck. I'm skinny as fuck. So I'm like, you're literally crushing me against the fucking pavement. Just put the handcuffs on me and put me in the back of the car. He didn't want to do that. It's like he had a point to prove. So what my baby daddy did was he pushed him off of me. Like, he got out the car and he pushed him off of me because he was on my stomach. My baby daddy was like, you gonna kill the baby, like, get off of her. It was natural instinct. He pushed him off of me. So what he did was, while he had his knee in my back, he pulled out his taser and was like, tase him, like telling the man to tase my baby daddy. The other officer didn't even want to tase my baby daddy because he already knew that what was going on was unlawful. He didn't. You think he tased my baby daddy? No, he didn't. He literally stood there looking crazy, like, tase him for what? Like, literally. So then he picked me up by my handcuffs. Mind you, my handcuffs are behind my back. Anybody that know when you're pregnant, if you know the law, you're supposed to get your handcuffs put in front of you, especially if you're showing, because it could strain your baby if you get your handcuffs put in the back. Regardless of what, if you're pregnant, I'm 5 months pregnant. You can literally tell I'm pregnant. My hands were supposed to be in front of me. Like, that's period. My handcuffs are supposed to go in front of me. No, he had them behind me. He dragged me by my handcuffs, literally, like, had my handcuffs and was dragging me to the police car. But mind you, I'm trying to keep up. I'm trying to walk with him to the police car because he gonna break my goddamn arms. Like, that's how bad he was, like, dragging me. Mind you, I just got up off the pavement from my stomach hitting the fucking ground. So I'm trying to walk at the same time he's dragging me. So, like, it's literally just making it worse. So instead of him, I'm thinking, okay, it's about to be over. Like, he about to put you in the back of the police car. You about to be good. The shit about to be over with. No, that's not what happened. He grabbed me. He literally, he opened the police car door. He was like, stop resisting, y'all. I'm literally just standing there. Like, I'm crying, true enough, but I'm just standing there. Like, literally just standing there. He threw me in the back seat, y'all. Like, mind you, y'all know, if you ever been to jail, the back seat of a police car has no cushion on it whatsoever. It's just a hard ass seat. Like, it's a hard seat for them to sit on. So he threw me in the back seat and threw me in head first. And by my handcuffs being behind me, I couldn't catch myself. Like, I couldn't catch myself from the fall. My shoulders damn sure ain't gonna catch myself. My stomach is the only thing that's hanging out, like the only thing that's poking out. So my stomach was the first thing to hit the back seat of his car. So I screamed and I was like, I basically was like, you hurting me, like he was like, I don't care. Like, he just kept on saying that he don't care. He threw my legs in the car and he slammed the door. After that, they had took my kids out the car or whatever. It was a lady who they called to the scene, which I feel like they should have been called the lady to the scene. But once I was in the back of the police car, they called the lady to the scene. And the lady basically grabbed my kids out the car. And you just got here, so you wouldn't understand why I didn't comply. I actually did comply, but I'm not going to repeat myself. Like, I'm not going to do that. I just told everybody that. I'm going to post it, and then you can rewatch it. But basically, after that, the lady came, they grabbed my kids or whatever. My kids were screaming to the top of their lungs. So I had to, mind you, I had already called my mom and everything. So my mom was already on her way there. So when my mom got there, I was like telling him, he was like, oh, do you mind if the lady change your daughter, your infant? And I was like, no, my mama right there. My mom could change her for me. So my mom went to them. You know how moms is. She just was talking to them, trying to figure out what was going on or whatever. And then a officer came. Mind you, when he put me in the back of the police car, he had the windows up and the AC off. So I was hot. Mind you, I had already been slammed on the floor and then thrown in the back of the car by like head first, and my stomach got hit twice. Hey. So at that point, my adrenaline pumping, like, it's high. I'm sweating, like I'm having an anxiety attack damn near, and I couldn't breathe. So I kept on saying, excuse me, sir, excuse me, sir. Like, I'm trying to talk to him. I'm like, excuse me, sir, like yelling to the top of my lungs. He's standing right next to the car, and he's straight blankly ignoring me, like he don't care. He told me like several times that he didn't care. So I'm like, I can't breathe. Like, I cannot breathe. It's hot in here. I can't breathe. He still didn't care. So another officer came up. Mind you, at this point, officers just pulling up. Like, it's probably like 6-7 officers there now. So the officers just pulling up. All the officers coming to my side, coming to my window, and they like, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I'm like, no, I'm not okay. I need a paramedic. Like, my stomach is throbbing. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna lose my baby. Like, my stomach hurts so bad. Mind you, I'm talking to them between tears and sweat. Like, I'm having a goddamn anxiety attack, basically. So they was like, okay, we're gonna go to the arresting officer. We're gonna call the paramedics. I was like, okay, can y'all please, like, I can't breathe in here. So the officer, one of the other officers, went around to the driver's side and let the window down for me, like my window down, so that I could breathe. And I was like, thank you. Like, literally, he was nice as hell. Like, I had no problem with nobody but that one officer who was snatching my doors open and was aggressive from jump. So he when they let my window down and I could finally breathe, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm catching my composure and stuff, but my stomach's still hurting, so I'm just waiting for the paramedic to get there. So when they take me out the car and my mom noticed that my handcuffs was behind me, she was like, she's pregnant. Her handcuffs supposed to be in front of her. She didn't get back to me yet. She told me that she was about to review it with the people, and she was gonna call me right back. I actually just talked to her. So mom was like, her handcuffs are supposed to be in the front. Why is her handcuffs in the back? She's pregnant. So they was like, he was like, ain't had no business taking your car key. Yeah, that too. But so they basically ignored what my mom was saying or whatever. And I was like, Mom, he slammed me on the pavement on my stomach. And she was like, I already know, go handle whatever you gotta handle, go do whatever you gotta do, and we got it. That's basically what she said. So the EMT people, the paramedics, when they came, they was like, sir, can you take her handcuffs and put them in the front, because she's gonna get put on the stretcher and there's no way for her to sit on the stretcher with her handcuffs behind her. So he told them, he was like, oh yeah, if you want them in the back, I'll do it for you if it makes it easier for you. Like, that's literally what he said. And so basically, he wasn't going to do it for me and my mom asking him to do it. He just did it because the EMT people told him that it needed to be done for me to be able to sit comfortably on the stretcher. So I went to the hospital or whatever. When I got to the hospital, it was a police that was with me. So of course they treated me like I was a criminal, like I killed somebody. Like, literally, they would know, none of the nurses or nothing would not say nothing to me. They wouldn't talk to me. They would not. Literally, they was talking to me through the police officer, and I'm like, I'm sitting right here, like, y'all could talk to me. Like, I ain't killed nobody. I ain't did nothing actually. Y'all could talk to me. All I was doing is sitting in my car at a gas station. Y'all could talk to me. Nobody was talking to me. When it was time for me to go for my ultrasound, the lady never told me. You know how, like, if you ever been pregnant and you go to the hospital or whatever, you get your ultrasound, a doctor come in and talk to you and explain, like, your ultrasound was good, we see nothing wrong, baby's heartbeat is good. They didn't do none of that. They didn't tell me nothing. They didn't give me no discharge papers. They didn't give me no discharge instructions, no nothing. They gave it straight to the police officer. And the police officer, he didn't even give it to me. He didn't let me read it or nothing. It was another police officer though. At that point, the sergeant, while I was in the hospital, a sergeant came and he was like, I got reports from people saying that one of my officers mishandled you and was using a lot of force on you, and you're pregnant. He was like, I have to take a statement on it, and I'm gonna watch his body camera, and if there's anything that he's done wrong, he's gonna be held accountable. So basically, that was Samantha. I reported everything to him. I told him everything from A to Z, what happened, and it was witnesses out there. Like, there was plenty of people out there. There was workers out there, like people who cut grass and stuff. Like, it was plenty of people out there that seen what happened. So I'm not sure who told the sergeant, but the sergeant came and spoke to me, and he basically had on like a body cam. He had on the body cam. And he took pictures of my arms and stuff, took pictures of, like, my body and stuff, and whatever he felt like could be useful for him, he took pictures of it. He apologized to me and told me, I don't know, he never told me who called him. He never said that. He never stated who called him. He never said that at all. That's what he said. He said, I got 15 calls about y'all in the last 30 minutes. And we like, so since we got here to the moment when you pulled up, you was getting calls for what? Why the fuck they thought it was okay to come to your car? That's what I'm saying. I don't know, Rena. Like, we was literally like, I don't know. He literally walked up. It wasn't no traffic stop. It wasn't no, like, nothing to make him come up and act the way he acted. Like, if you did get a call, all you had to do was come up and say, hey, what's going on? I got a call about such and such and such going on. You feel me? Like, and it would have got, like, it would have been steps to figure it out. But instead, he was like snatching doors open from jump. Like, sir, what think you got the audacity of you to come up to my car and snatch my door open? This is my private property that's in my name. Like, why are you coming up snatching my car door open? I'm not on no city bus. I'm not on no trolley. I'm not on no boat. I am in my car that has my name on it.